Alright, we're playing Green-White Devotion, or actually Green-White Not Devotion, almost mono-white with a little bit of green prowess, actually. Um, this hand's acceptable. I think I'd rather... Oh, here it is. Alright. So, I've been wanting to play against the Dragon deck. I've been crushing Abzan, been crushing red decks, but haven't really got to play against the control deck, which is kind of important because it's the most popular deck out there. So I think we finally get to play against it. Maybe I should have not sacked that to increase our chances of drawing another land. Cast a Myth. Would have been nice to have that on turn 1. Ideally, we draw another Plains to be able to defend our Seeker of the Way. Myth on turn 1 would have avoided this Slumguard Scorn. Revealing a Dragonlord Slumgar. So now we get a pass. Oddly enough, this deck can kind of take the control role in some matchups, but against an actual control deck, that seems less likely. So we're going to pass here. Hopefully be able to defend our Seeker with the God's Willing next turn. So he might be on straight blue-black. Cast the Seeker of the Way. Dissolve. So now we could use some more creatures, I think. Monastery Mentor. He probably has a lot of counterspells. And that is seeming very true. This game would be going much differently if we had turn 1 Myth. Now we're back to needing to draw threats. This would be a good turn to draw a threat. I mean, how many... He's already used 3 counters. Dig Through Time always finds something, though, or usually. Play Windswept Heath, pass. Crack the Windswept Heath, get another Plains. And another Plains. We do have a lot of sideboard cards for this matchup, too. He's going to Thoughtseize. Taking the God's Willing. I guess we'll pass. It'd be nice if he tapped out. Also wouldn't mind drawing Myths. Well, the good news is he's getting near the discard point. Dragonlord Slumgar. That's fine. So now I think we're going to just pressure point that to draw a card. Ooh, Exemplars. That's pretty interesting. Here's the exemplars. Now let's see what he can do. The bad news is we don't have a good answer to Foul Tongue Invocation. Crux of Fate is actually fine because we get 2 Ephemeral Shields. And that makes it indestructible, and we'll just tap his Sloomgar. Can we win next turn? That's a good question. 10, 11, 12, 13. Not quite. Yeah. Now can we win? We have 8 cards in our graveyard. Dramoka's command would put us up to 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 6, right? So we can do it? I think we gotta go for it. Become Immense on exemplars. 1, 2, 4, 5. Alright, so Become Immense. Get First Strike and Lifelink. That makes it a 10-10. Then we Become Immense. Giving it First Strike and Lifelink. Doesn't really matter. Then we'll attack for 16. Artful Maneuver. First Strike and Lifelink. And yeah, shouldn't have tapped out. That's 18 to the face. Boom! Well, maybe this deck can beat the control decks. If this deck can beat the control decks too, look out. So Dramoka's command doesn't seem great. We have all these plummets and windstorms, which are specifically to kill dragons. Now I'm not even sure if we want to cut Become Immense. Display Dominance is also sort of for this matchup. There's not really non-creature permanents we want to kill, but it does sort of give our dudes hexproof from blue and black, which isn't bad with all the removal they have. Another option is Valorous Stance, which kills a dragon and protects our creatures. So I think we get rid of Ephemeral Shields. We usually cut a Become Immense, but I almost think we need it this time. Maybe go down one of Johnny's Presents for the 2 Valorous Stances, and then a Pressure Point, then run 3 Plummets, 2 Valorous Stance, and I think leave the Display of Dominance for now. Windstorm is also interesting, but we didn't see white, and so we're not as worried about Ojitai. Not the bestest hand, but definitely weak to Thoughtseize. Seems like we really want a Myth in this matchup. That's a card that he will probably have a hard time dealing with. So keep your fingers crossed that we peel a Myth right now. Or Plains. That's like the opposite of a Myth. So we pass the turn back. I'll keep playing Plains, I guess. If he ever taps out and we get to resolve a Mentor with protection, that might be good enough right there. So it's going to anticipate end of turn. Looks that way. Thoughtseize is still annoying. Defiant Strike. Alright, we'll keep passing for now. Best thing that could happen would be he taps out for something stupid. I don't even know what 4-drop he would tap out for. Duress. Well, that's a pretty redundant hand. Can't take the Mentor. So we might have to just slam this Mentor and hope he doesn't have Scorn plus Dragon. He's only got 5 cards in hand. He did just anticipate, but he needs actual... Yeah. Oh, and we do another one. Alright, well now we're definitely going for it. Does he have it? He does not. It would have been nice to keep our God's Willing, but... Another Duress. So I think we're going to Ajani's Presence in response. And there's the ultimate price. Alright. Yep, so we get a token, which isn't the worst. He's going to take our Ephemeral Shields. Maybe that was too greedy. Maybe I should have just waited. That was probably very wrong. Alright, so we'll play another Mentor. Start attacking with our tokens. Actually, I think we're going to Defiant Strike. Crux is still pretty bad for us. Does he not have the Crux? That would be awesome. I think no Crux means we're in really good shape. Yes. Windswept Heath isn't super exciting, but yeah, now we're attacking and cantripping. Should have played the land first there, probably. Defiant Strike a token, I think. Foul Tongue Invocation. So which one did we Defiant Strike? That one. Alright, so we're sacking the one we didn't Defiant Strike. Because we'd like to draw the card. Seeker of the Way. Do we want a pressure point? We can Artful Maneuver. Gets in some more damage. He didn't have the Crux last turn because I think he would have played it. Hit him down to 8, play Windswept Heath. We're not going to play Seeker. I think we want to save that in case he does draw Wrath. What's he have here? Dig Through Time. Alright, so he's probably looking for the Wrath. He needs a land and the Wrath. If he misses on the Wrath, we're in really good shape. I think it's just game over. Vile Blight would be helpful for him as well. So there goes the dig. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sounds like... Oh, Icefall Regent. Alright. That is not what I was worried about, actually. So he's going to tap down our Monastery Mentor. We're going to crack this Windswept Heath. Get a... Just get another Plains, I think. Let's see what we draw. We get rebound. Actually, I think that wins us the game. Rebound on 1 monk. Makes more monks. Triggers Prowess. Monastery Mentor is such an absurd card. And I'm starting to think this deck is absurd too. So that's 8 damage. Windswept Teeth. So we pressure point his Icefall Regent. Get a million more triggers and kill him. And I guess we can beat control too. It wasn't even particularly difficult. I mean, we just kind of destroyed that control deck. Crazy. So yeah, I mean, more winning.